Okay, so how's it going, guys? This is Daniel Moffat with Moffat Atomics. So we're here back in my fish tank because I am clearing out not this, but my little closet jungle, my closet terrarium, my little closet grow room. And in my closet grow room, I have some of these guys already. And these are called purple heart. These are one of my favorite plants. Very tenacious plants. So if you look down in here, so this is my little filter, my little aquaponics filter that I built for this fish tank, and it works really good. It from this little pump down here pumps the water up this red tube and into this little chamber, and there's a bunch of little perforated holes along the edge and on this side to let the water out. But what this does, it acts like a little gunk trap. Everything heavy kind of settles in it and falls out, and then the water trickles out. And I was testing these to see how well they liked to absorb the nitrogen and all the other little nasty particulates that the plants don't want, but that the plant does. So as you can see in here, it's full to the brim. I'm not sure how well you can see, but it's it's off right now because that's one of the, you can see it's really interesting. The filth seems to cling to the roots, and if I tell you what, this plant is doing miraculous. It's growing up into the light, and it filters this water really well. Now the only problem is that this pump periodically gets, there's a little filter sponge in there, and it gets jammed full of gunk. And so right now it's on right now and it's not pumping. So that's the problem. So now the solution, let's go into my the brightness. Okay. So the solution is this plant. This is all one plant. This is all one purple heart growing in this pot in the back. I recently just clipped it, but it was growing right here. And as you can see, it's intertwined with the light. It's becoming kind of a fire hazard, really, because it's just wanting to get as close to the light as is plantly possible. But it's choked out just about. I had little pots in here. It's choked out just about everything else. Even the main plant that was supposed to be in this pot, which is my dragon fruit. An unfortunate accident. And even here, it's retaking, but you can see it's kind of getting. This plant is so thick. It's probably about the thickness of my thumb, and it's so thick that it's ground under this cable and it's pulled it off of the wall. So I need to get this plant out of here, unfortunately. But I have a new home for it, and I have a new place I want to plant it. So seeing as how well those multiple little purple hearts did at filtering the fish tank water, my thought process is how well will a nice, just gonna hang that right there. Well, a much bigger one, and this is they get very dark purple when they're healthy, and I guess this light just became its main focus, because it is just mobbing on this light. Oh, okay. And I gotta be careful because this keeps wanting to fall. I have this. Nice. I have this trellis. Let's see if I can't. There we go. Rest it ever so gingerly on our trellis. Perfect. So now I think. Okay, this might be. Oh, it's hot. The plant is hot from the proximity of this light. It is not. It is not two plants. Okay. So, man, this is gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky. I don't want to cut this cable because that's powering the light. Let's see if I can't. I detached the plant from the dirt, so maybe I can kind of slide this whole thing more or less in one piece. I'd like to try to leave it together because, you know, it's going to be, okay, much healthier plant. It's going to have a lot more water drawing capacity. Because in that other little filter box, when we go back, I'll point it out. The pump's probably only been off, gosh, a day or two. And we'll show you, those purple heart in that box have sucked about, gosh, I'd say an inch or two of water off that little siphon box where it sits. Okay. Got it. And we're off. One plant largely in tow. Let's get a little light in here. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to set this down. Right there. Okay. Okie dokie. We're just going to try. It's all about cohabitation, right? We're just going to try to find a spot where we can just kind of dump this whole thing in there. There we go. All right. I think, at least for now, all good. Now, I'm sure you can see already being hunted by the only natural predator that truly exists for my plants, which is cats. Oh my gosh. Which, you know, are not actually carnivores, but omnivores, unfortunately. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of put this little net back. Kind of hold it in place a little bit. Cool. Now, if it looks like I just dumped it in the water, that's because that is precisely what I did. So now let's see again what I was talking about. So you can see the level of these holes. This is where the water will sit at when the pump turns off. And in just the 2 days that this pump's been off, these plants act like little sponge pumps have sucked all this water to be evaporated into the atmosphere. So I'm hoping, there's my snails. I love my snails. Have some big ones. My goldfishes. And you can tell the tank's pretty dirty right now, but it's kind of the whole point of this project is we're trying to get a live tank set up that doesn't require a lot of effort. Because as it is, I'm changing this filter. Gosh, it feels like every other day. There's snails, filter feeding at the top. A little white fishy. A little white goldfish. Another snail in the background. I have another snail here. It's huge. Where is it? Oh yeah. Oh, he's a monster. This one seems big. It's not. He's just close to the glass. He's pretty big too, actually. I mean, you know, for size comparison, you know. There's my thumb. There's some pretty big snails. Oh, but that guy. You know. It makes him look smaller. Yeah, no, he's coming closer, you know. Turbo. Oh yeah, look. Oh, he's gonna. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, show off for the camera. Yeah. This guy's huge. Here, now I give a size comparison. And he's not done. He's not done. He's gonna keep going. You can see now. You know. This guy's This is Chungus right here. It just keeps going too. You could eat my dang thumb. I'm pretty sure the goldfish eat his antennas. Because he usually has these like really great big long antennae. Yeah, that's it. We'll see. I'll post an update video seeing how this does.